We'll kick off with the defender. Arsenal showing some interest in Jurrien Timber. What are the chances of this deal happening?
Well, I think there's a big chance because Timber decided not to move last year when Erik Ten Hag wanted him for Manchester United. Now, this season this past season has been horrendous for Ajax and for Timber. He needs a fresh start. He needs a good place with good players around him. He doesn't know what's going to happen at Ajax. And I think it's really this time it's right for him to step up. And Arsenal are a massively supported club in the Netherlands as well because they play that attacking style, which all the Dutch like. Arsenal style last season was very similar to Ajax. And I think Timber would feel at home there. And I think he would have also been a good fit for Manchester United last year. But at that time, he wasn't ready yet. And some of the Ajax players have been going too early. And I think this is maybe a really good time for him to go.
He's been linked to Bayern Munich. Although the next player we're going to talk about, maybe who's taken that same route from Ajax to Bayern Munich, he'll probably think that's not a great idea. Yeah. Ryan Gravenberch, when he joined Bayern Munich, there was high hopes for him, but he's got very little game time, and there's a very strong word that Liverpool are going to sign him over the summer.
Well, when you talk about Bayern Munich and Timber also, popular with the people of Bayern. Germany, and I tread on a difficult patch here. It's never been the most popular place for the Dutch to go to, you know, in history, and especially when you go to a German club and you don't get much playing time. England is so much more interesting and more attractive for Dutch players, and. For this reason, Ryan Gravenberch is very interested in the option of Liverpool because he's been really frustrated. He's got 33 or 34 games with BeIN, but most of them as a substitute. Although at the end of the season, he was playing, and I think that was a bit of a love affair trying to start that again from Bayern Munich's side. Oh, we're playing you, stay here, etc. You still got it, but I think if he gets a chance, he will move to Liverpool, and that would be a great move for him. He's a very dynamic player. I think if I had been Liverpool, I would have still gone for the captain of Feyenoord because he has really got everything, and Gravenberch has not had the greatest of season.
Yeah, I probably they feel that he's not had a lot of football, so maybe that's not a bad thing. He'll still be quite fresh. But you see him as a good fit in the Premier League. He's kind of more on the defensive side, isn't he?
Gravenberch is he was once dubbed the new Frank Rijkaard, and I never saw that in him. He wasn't the new Rijkaard. Now, the move from the Dutch league to the Bundesliga or the Premier League is always difficult. And if he was really that brilliant, I think he would have had more playing time at Bayern Munich. Now, on the other end, he's not an expensive buy, so. Is he a gamble? Yes, but he's a good gamble for Liverpool. And if he's going to cost around 20 million euros, 17 million pounds, that would be a very affordable price for a very decent player. But the question is, at Liverpool, do you want decent players or do you want top players?
Yeah, you want top players, don't they? Yeah, of course they do.
The other one was Edson Alvarez, who West Ham were tracking for quite a while from Ajax. Yeah. But it looks like he is going to make what you said is an occasionally unpopular move to Germany. This one is Borussia Dortmund, though. That's the likely destination, Marcel. Is that right?
Dortmund have been on his tail for months, and when you look at his game, and West Ham fans, of course, they want real good players again. They've had a great season. Even in Holland, they had a lot of support for the way they play against AZ Alkmaar, and I think they were very, much supported. Maybe not by the AZ fans, but everybody else in that final. Now, will they miss out a lot if he does go to Dortmund? I don't think he does. Have you seen his record of yellow cards this season? It's probably nobody has got as many cards as him. I think he's got 16 or 18 in 40 games. He plays every other week. If you pay a lot of money, it's a bit of a funny player.
Yeah, gets plenty of flights back to Mexico. Yeah. Just always gets another yellow at Christmas.
Oh, yeah, one of those
They'd like him to be
players,
like Julian Dix or Billy Bonds. They'd like a hard man at West. Anyway, Marcel, good to talk to you. We'll catch up with you soon. Thanks very much.
Cheers, guys.
Paul Hawksbee and Andy Jacobs, Monday to Friday afternoons 1 till 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.